The Prime Minister is being urged to investigate an allegation of an historical rape levelled against one of his cabinet ministers. Scott Morrison has been sent a letter detailing the allegation from 1988. Political reporter Matthew Doran has the story.
The woman involved here first brought it to the attention of New South Wales Police last year. However, since then, she has unfortunately taken her life, and New South Wales Police say that they have now suspended their investigation. However, this letter, which has now been sent to the Prime Minister, as well as to Labor Senate Leader Penny Wong and to Greens Senator Sarah Hanson-Young, has now in itself been sent to the Australian Federal Police, and the AFP Commissioner Rhys Kershaw himself referred off for further analysis as officials and authorities try to figure out what exactly they can do with this allegation. Now, the letter itself was shared with the ABC's Four Corners by a friend of the victim. Attached to the letter is a detailed account of the alleged rape back in 1988 when the woman was just 16 years old and before the man in question entered federal politics. As I mentioned, unfortunately, this woman has taken her own life since first alerting New South Wales Police. Before she did so, they had not had the opportunity to take a formal statement from her because of COVID-19 border restrictions last year. Her death is being investigated by the South Australian Police, and a report is being prepared for the coroner in that state. So the letter, as well as outlining these allegations, or this allegation against a current sitting cabinet member, also calls on the Prime Minister to set up an independent investigation into the allegations, similar to what the High Court did back when allegations were first raised about former High Court Justice Dyson Hayden. That investigation went off. It made some findings, reported back to the Chief Justice, Susan Kiefel. That approach is being called for in regards to this case as well, with those demands being made of the Prime Minister.
And Matthew, what's been the reaction so far to these revelations?
Well, the Prime Minister's office have issued a statement not looking explicitly at this allegation itself, but talking about the issue of sexual assault more broadly. We know that that has been a discussion topic in Parliament House over the last fortnight or so, since Brittany Higgins came forward alleging that she had been raped by a colleague in a ministerial office back in March 2019. The Prime Minister's office says that any allegations of this nature should be reported to the Australian Federal Police. As I mentioned, Scott Morrison wasn't the only person who was a recipient of this letter. Labor Senate Leader Penny Wong received it as well. She was actually contacted by the woman in question back last year before she took her life. She has passed on that information now to the Australian Federal Police, and she says that the appropriate action must be taken to look into this allegation. Sarah Hanson-Young, the Green Senator from South Australia, has described it as a seriously disturbing allegation against a senior member of the government. And former Liberal MP and Minister Sharman Stone has also weighed in to this situation. She says that the Coalition must investigate what has been put forward in this letter, saying that the woman's death should not be in vain. And she's also hit out at the culture in Parliament House and in federal politics in general, saying that men are effectively looking out for each other, and that a serious amount of work needs to be done before there is some sort of safety and respect and equality in federal political workplaces. Miriam?
And if you need information or support, you can contact Beyond Blue on 1300 22 4636. Or if you or someone you know is experiencing distress, please contact Lifeline on 131114.